And we're not gonna starve, but my father was totally messed up. My mom was letting him know how bad he messed up. And somebody came to the door and delivered food. My father made 3 decisions. I know what they were briefly. His focus was, this is charity. What does it mean? I'm worthless. What do I gotta do? Leave my family, which he did. The time, one of the most painful experiences of life. My 3 decisions gave me a different path. I said, focus on, there's food, what a concept, you know? Second, but this is what changed my life. This is what shaped me as a human being. Somebody's gift, I don't even know who it is. They're not asking for it, this is giving our family food, looking out for us. It made me believe this. What does it mean? That strangers care. And what that made me decide is if strangers care about me and my family, I care about them. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna do something to make a difference. So when I was 17, I went out one day on Thanksgiving. It was my target for years, have enough money to feed 2 families. Most fun thing I ever did in my life, most moving. Then next year I did 4, and I didn't tell anybody what I was doing. Next year, 8. I wasn't doing it for brownie points, but after 8, I thought I could use some help. So sure enough, I went out, and what did I do? I got my friends involved, and I grew companies, and then I got 11 companies, and I built a foundation. Now, 18 years later, I'm proud to tell you, last year we fed 2 million people in 35 countries through our foundation.
That was then. Today, he's providing billions of meals. And now, in collaboration with Feeding America, Tony Robbins has set an ambitious goal to provide 100 billion meals worldwide by 2032.
We started 2 years ago. Again, it sounded impossible. We just announced the first 30 billion meals delivered. We're on track for the end of this year to be at 60 billion meals. So we're gonna do 100 billion meals. So to come from a place where I wasn't able to eat to where I could provide 1 billion meals personally, 100 billion meals through my efforts is, it just reminds me, and I hope reminds people of what's possible if you can find something you care about a little more than yourself. And I'm the beneficiary of somebody, I don't even know who it was, who helped my family so many years ago. So I think we're here to grow and we're here to give. That's what life's about.
He comes from such a place of love and giving, and that's his heart, his capacity to give love is probably bigger than anyone I've ever seen. Just a huge respect for him, that he can be the masculine man when he needs to, but it all comes from a place of love and understanding and promoting other people in their best selves. I mean, really, truly an inspirational, incredible role model.
When you come from a place of love and faith and contribution, I just feel like, how could your life not be magnificent?
We're in a relationship with Tony now for 25 years.
Yes.
Is it always easy to be in a relationship with the goat of coaching and personal development?
Coach, that's great. Well, easy. What I recognize through living and loving with this beautiful man for 25 years is that the fact that I know his intention and he knows mine. I feel like the first, like say 10, 15 years, it's like you're getting over the human, your impressions of conditioning of what you thought relationships should be. And so it's like expectations and you know what I mean, the human experience. And then you hit a point where at this stage, I feel like I look at him and all I want is his happiness. He looks at me, all he wants is my happiness. And you get stripped down to love and gratitude. That's what I really feel like. I'm grateful to have the privilege to walk this path and to love one another in such a beautiful way and share this life experience with the world.
If it really was the last day of your life, or the last day of your beloved's life, what would you say? What would you do? What would you love?
Which role has Sage in your life?
She's the most important thing in my life by far. She's the most beautiful soul. I'm not just saying that she's smart as a whip. I always say she's my reward for helping millions of people. That's my karma as I got her in my life, no question. 25 years ago when I met her, I would never think that a relationship would be more important than my mission. She loved me for me. I didn't need Tony Robbins to be loved, which is an amazing experience. I always earned my love, by over-delivering. And so that changed my life. She brought me into a more mature part of myself, I think. Because the time is limited. There's no more attachment to anything material or your partner having to be a certain way. It would be fucking absurd. You love their soul. You feel like it's been a privilege to be in this life with this soul as my partner. More than any words could ever describe. And
At some point, one of us will pass. But you know you have eternal love, utter unity, a connection that would go beyond death. It's nothing but thankfulness that God gave you the privilege to be devoted to this beautiful soul. My sage, my bud pearl.
Love you, honey.
Love you so.
Love you, honey.
Well, something created you, we could call grace. Some people call it God, some people call it luck. Grace. Because you didn't earn it, nor did I. It was given to you. And I'm not here to lecture you spiritually. Whatever you believe spiritually, I hope you practice it. I'm honoring of all approaches to that, including, quote, non-believers. People talk to you about the word privilege. We're all privileged. If you're alive, you are privileged. You have the greatest gift on earth that you didn't earn. The gift of living, the gift of life. What we do with that, that's our job. The more you honor grace in your life, not just what you've done. I'm proud of what I've done with my life. I'm grateful, though, for the grace that's made it possible. Because I could have done all these things and still not be here. I know that underneath it, it's grace. And what I know about grace, in my own experience, I don't know if it's true for you, the more I acknowledge the grace in my life, the more grace seems to appear. Daily, you have to prime yourself. You have to do something for 10 minutes minimum. If you don't have 10 minutes, you don't have a life. I prime myself. That's what I've done for years. It's like I change my body to this radical breathing pattern or movement. There's many ways to do it. At the end of those 10 minutes, I am so wired. Now, I've done that for years. It's been the base of me.
Sage really nailed one home when she said that Tony and her, they wake up in the morning, do their primers, and they decide that any event that happens to them that day, they're going to take responsibility for it. And having that sort of internal power and but also grace means that people can't penetrate you, and you're going to just accept if somebody is late, if somebody doesn't do the thing you want, that it's not going to affect your day because you've decided to accept responsibility for that. That comment from Sage was just mind-blowing.
Now we begin the priming process. It's very simple. The first 3 minutes or so, we're going to think of 3 different moments in our life when we felt really, really grateful for something. It could have been something little or big. Could have been 30 years ago or 3 minutes ago.
For almost 50 years, Tony has been guiding people through transformation. Unleash the Power Within has always been his core event, the place where real change begins. Millions have taken the leap, stepping into his events as one version of themselves, and walking out as someone who has unleashed their true power. I've known Tony for years, but on this journey, I saw something deeper. His story, his passion, his vulnerability, and that relentless drive to serve, it stayed with me. As long as he keeps bringing this to Europe, we'll be here, helping create the space where change becomes possible.
Just give yourself the gift to feel this moment like it's happening right now. Fill up with that gratitude, like every cell, every nerve in your body is being bathed in this blessed moment.
It's like one of the most important things that I believe everybody needs to invest in and experience, because it just takes their life to the next level, it's like you think that your dreams and goals are so far, but they're not. We just get in the way. And so it just helps just scrub all the bullshit so that you can see clearly and just rise up and become the best you that you can be.
Now imagine you're being filled with light. You're going to take a nice deep breath in slowly and feel like golden light, white light, or blue light is pouring into you. You feel it come through the top of your head, through your head, neck, shoulders, chest, heart, stomach, down your legs, knees, calves, through the floor, into the center of the earth. And then bring it back up the body.
Give yourself the gift, really. Give yourself the gift to give to yourself so then you can fill other people up, really. You know, how often are you in a room with thousands of people who are all there to improve and to help and to love? How often does that happen? It doesn't really happen often.
Now bring in as many moments you can in 20 seconds. Good ones from the past, the present, the future. Let them build up, build up, build up, build up. Feel your whole body flooding with all these great moments, flooding with it, flooding with it. And then with your eyes closed, slowly stand up.
So, listen, do me a favor. I never had a chance to watch Michael Jordan play. Never. I watched Kobe play many times. I never had a chance to go to a Michael Jackson concert. Michael Jackson, Prince, I never saw those performers. Tony may all of a sudden, 2026, I'm done. I'm not going to be doing events anymore. And he may, lower the amount of things because he's, kids, family, all the responsibility that he has. I don't know how much longer he's going to do it. He's at a different phase of his life. If you get a chance to go watch a live event, it'll inspire you in ways you've never seen. And it'll also get you to think about what the human body is capable of doing.
When you're no longer willing to suffer, when you commit to live in a beautiful state, there's so much beauty all around us that we miss. And when you look for it, you find it. Life has its own lessons for all of us. And if we embrace them and we use them for a greater good, life could not be more beautiful. It's not beautiful because it goes our way every time. It's beautiful because we find the gift in whatever life brings us and we find a way to use what life gives us. I'm so excited for all of you, and I thank you for your determination, for your faith, for your courage, for your love.
Important for us to free ourselves from believing that everyone is the same as us and then judging them, and free ourselves from judging ourselves. Instead of judging ourselves, it's understanding ourselves and seeing, oh, I have the same pattern as my father, just in a different context.
Well, that's what my mom says. She's like, you're just like your dad.
She's too close to home to listen to. The goal here is not to have her leave here and go, I screwed up. No, it's like, wow, I am maturing as a soul. And in that maturity, I realize life is not right, wrong, good, bad, abuse, abuser, and I'm not abused. I was part of a participation that I'm not going to put up with in the future, but I also need to know I help to participate in it, and I have a part of me that would do the same thing in a different context. So if I can see that, then I can step back and go, okay, I wasn't abused. I do not prefer that behavior. I will not tolerate that behavior going forward, but I could come to my father from a different place and go, if someone touched me, I would feel disrespected, or I feel whatever I'd feel, and I would unleash on them, and you felt disrespected, and for that, I'm sorry. That was not my intent. And Dad, at this stage of my life, thank you for it, you can't hit me ever. But I also want you to know, I know the role I played in taking you to that place, and I'm not going to participate with that either in the future. I want you feeling respected by me. We have disagreements, but I always respect you. How would that conversation go? Would it enhance their relationship or tear it down? Which one? You know it enhance. This is the kind of work that creates freedom.
First of all, thank you.
You're welcome.
I needed this.
she's waking up right in front of you. She's done a beautiful job of it, hasn't she? She's been vulnerable, she's been real, she's been incredible. And let's give her a big hand. Grab your notebook, and I'm going to ask you to write down what are 3 of the most limiting beliefs in your life. 3 of the most destructive beliefs. And if you're not sure what it is, it's not that hard to think of something that makes you angry or crazy or sad or overwhelmed, and ask yourself, what would I have to believe to be that angry or to be that sad? About myself, about my father or mother, about people, about the environment. Things about I am, or people are, or life is. Or you can also do rules like if then. Jot down 3 of the most destructive.
I'm on my way to Miami to meet the man who had a profound impact on me. This man has touched my life, shaped my thinking, maybe even changed who I am. And not just mine, millions of others. Last year, Tony returned to Germany with Unleash the Power Within for the first time in 24 years, an event also known as UPW. 14,000 people from 64 countries filled the arena, and I was fortunate enough to help make that happen.
Hello, home. Let's go and rock.
Tony Robbins has been doing this for almost 50 years. I've known Tony for years, professionally and personally. But this time, I want to understand him on a different level. Not just for me, but for the people in Europe who still don't truly know who he is.
Over the past 4 decades,
he's changed millions of lives.
And the nation's #1 life and business strategist.
#1 best-selling author whose books and seminars have helped inspire more than 50 million people to transform their lives.
People around the world have attended one of his live events.
I was looking at the list of people that you have helped. Bill Clinton, Princess Diana, Mikhail Gorbachev, Mother Teresa, Nelson Mandela, Quincy Jones. I mean, these are like the icons of my lifetime.
I get the phone call when the athlete's melting down on, in the middle of a sporting event. You've got to do something right now to turn them around.
If you want to change your state and you want to change your results, this is where you do it.
But what interests me most right now isn't the legend on stage. It's the man behind it. Who is he when the spotlight turns off? What drives him? And why do his events move people in ways no one else can? This isn't just a documentary. It's an invitation to witness what happens when one man meets thousands ready for change. And to truly understand him, I'll also be speaking to the one person who knows him best, his wife Sage. That's the journey I'm inviting you to join.
One, two, three, shake the building, go! Oh, let me hear you! Come on! Come on! Come on!
For close to half a century, Tony Robbins has been the go-to figure for anyone seeking real change. He didn't just influence the coaching world, he shaped it. Long before it became an industry, his work was already reaching millions. And what makes him different isn't just what he teaches, it's the intensity, the scale, and the results that follow. He's not part of a trend, he's the reason it exists. And if anyone can show what makes this work so powerful, it's him.
Hello. There he is. Michael, good to see you, buddy.
Hello, I'm good.
Nice to meet you.
Before we even sat down for the interview, he wanted to show me something else. His world, or as he calls it, his bat cave. A space for joy, for fun, and for memories. Signs of his journey, gifts from those he's worked with. And how do you get into this space? Not through a door.
We're going to go underground. 35 feet underground.
surrounded like a submarine. So, here we go. There we go. Come on down.
Tony isn't just the man with the answers. He's also still the kid who never stopped playing, never stopped being curious. And maybe that's part of his secret.
So you created that amazing event, Unleash the Power Within. Millions of people have done it. So what do the people experience during these 4 days?
Unleash the power within us. First of all, the power.
The activity and distractions of life, and then seeing that on a collective scale.
The only thing that'll do it is if you become, listen to me now, this is what the whole weekend is about, becoming the master of meaning.
When I think of what's possible, it's that